And it's a Thirsty Thursday, and it would not be a Thirsty Thursday if Mr. Jeffrey Erb was not here, so thank goodness he's here, because it's now official.
Good morning, Jim.
Good to see you, man.
Happy Thirsty Thursday to you.
Happy Thirsty Thursday to you, too. I didn't get to see you much out on the golf course last night.
No, we bumped into each other just once or twice there.
Yeah.
And I could yell back to you and wave, but that's about it.
And we gave you a little grief, and you gave us a little grief. That's what makes a Wednesday night good.
Yes.
You know, it really does.
And to be honest, I was so far away when Scott was yelling at me on 13. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know exactly what it was that he was yelling at me.
Yeah.
So I just waved him off and then went on.
Yeah. He's kind of mouthy.
Well, did he have a good night? Because I didn't even get to catch up on scores or anything.
The last thing he told me last night is that we'll have to sugarcoat this one today a little bit. How's that? It was not a particular. So he has his best night against me apparently. He did. Let me put it to you this way, okay? I was only 2 shots away from his score last night.
Okay, you had a good night.
No, not particularly.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I don't think he wants me to tell you that he shot. I think a 49 last night.
Okay.
As that, because I had a 51, I think he had a 49.
Is he working on his handicap?
It was a tough, I think he is. I think he's sandbagging. I'm watching a little sandbagging going on right now, is what I'm believing at this point in time. We had on number, what is it, 13. The 13 is the one that bends out around the water, right?
11.
11,
yes.
Okay,
par 4.
Number 11, a par 4, okay, goes around the thing.
Yep.
And seriously, Tommy Reed yesterday, he sent me a cartoon, okay, where everybody, they're on the tee box, they've got a guy, and he says, "This is your golf game," is what he said to me, okay, that's what the comment was. And the guy had swung, okay, and he's looking down the fairway, and the entire gallery is looking straight up. Okay. They're all looking just straight up, waiting for it to come down.
No.
Okay, that was the kind of shot he hit. We both had a few of those, let's say, last night.
Man.
Where we didn't do a good job of striking the golf ball all that well.
See, that's golf, though. It really is. There are a few guys out there, and I think they call them pros, that are pretty consistent. They can hit the ball pretty much where they want to most of the time.
Yeah.
But for us normal golfers, the games just come and go. It's like if you get your driving and your irons into the green and your putting going all at the same time.
Sure.
That's an incredible feat.
That is.
And that means you're scoring.
Yep.
And that's usually what Scotty does.
Yeah, it does.
And, he's pretty consistent. So, but somebody told me, I had the same thing. I was shooting the best rounds of my life for a while. All of a sudden it quit.
Okay.
And so instead of being in the mid-70s, I was in the mid-80s, just like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the heck is going on? And one of the guys down in Defiance told me it's called the June swoon.
Ah, is that it?
It's a thing. But now,
all right.
Yesterday was July 1st.
Yes, it was. It was
so
July. We changed
Scott's
the calendar.
Not in the June swoon. I don't know what he's got.
No, I don't either.
I'm not sure.
I don't either, but probably playing with me. The Jim swoon. That's what I think we'll call it, the Jim swoon, possibly. Yeah.
Well, he's probably having a lot of fun, though.
Yeah,
but it's funner. Is that a word?
It's funner. Yes, it is much funner. Yeah.
It's funner when you are hitting the ball better, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? All night I was hitting the drive again last night, hitting the drive wonderfully, and I could not hit a second shot to save my life.
Yeah, you've had that driver going.
Yeah, and I can't. And again, I'm hitting it to spots where I should be scoring from that point.
Yes.
I should be hitting that second shot. Okay.
Yes.
Now I think he solved my problem for me last night. Okay. I was squeezing the club. He says, "Man, you're grabbing that club like you're going to lose it or something." Okay.
Yeah.
And I started to let that club gently enter the hands there, and nice and loose.
Yes.
And I started hitting better shots as the latter 3 or 4 holes went on. Okay.
That is a real thing, Jim.
Yeah.
That's a real thing because when you grip that club tight, your forearms are tight.
Yeah.
So you can't use your hands to get to the ball right.
And that was
and
I would say he was 100% correct on that one.
Yep.
Because those were the shots I was really I started to hit that 100-yard to 150-yard shot that I normally can hit and put on the green, and at least whether I'm 20 feet away or whether I'm
at least you're on the
50
green.
feet away, I'm at least on the green in regulation after a good drive, and you're starting to feel like, okay, even if you 3-putt, it's a bogey.
Right.
But now you dribble it out 35, 40 yards, okay?
You still got to get it on the green.
Yeah.
You still got to putt.
Exactly.
And you got an extra stroke.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
And I had all those going all last night. You know, it just was one of those days. But
well,
I had a couple good holes, but they were later after he corrected me like that.
Well, Christopher Jimenez did not show up last night.
Oh, no.
No, he had a rough night. And he's got such an even demeanor. Christopher's my son-in-law. He's got such an even demeanor. You know, he doesn't get too upset. He doesn't get too happy. But he was even getting frustrated. Like, his level of frustration was very, very high.
Yes.
He was just, because his ball was just going left, and then it'd go right, and then it'd go left, and he's standing over the ball. He doesn't know where to aim because he doesn't know, is this time going to go left or is it going to go right? Oh, it was awful.
So I'm hearing that Scott saved his best game for you, and Chris saved his best game obviously for me.
He did,
because he cleaned my clock last week.
Oh,
that was really a nice round. I look back on
he
that
hit
still.
some great shots.
He sure did.
Some great putts, and he did. That's 41. That's the best round of his life.
Oh, wow.
Ever anywhere.
Yeah.
So he saved it for you. Saw the best.
Then you know what? That's good. That's what Wednesday night's all about, and I've come to that conclusion finally. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like you said, to open things up. Do we play on Sunday afternoon?
No.
If we do, it's just the four of us playing.
We're not making any money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you're right on the money.
Yeah.
So just chill out, enjoy it, relax,
absolutely.
have some fun.
Well, and what I like about Christopher shooting a 41 last week is
Yeah.
he's a pretty new golfer. So he's only been really golfing in this league this is his third year.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the most he's ever golfed. And now he knows he can shoot a 41.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, I think it's gonna really help him expect to do better.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of golf.
It is, and there's no doubt about that. It's a huge part of golf. There's no doubt.
So
what's that? The par 3, is that 17 on the back?
Yeah.
That's that little par 3.
Down the hill.
It's got the little pond on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
Here was the foursome that we played with last night. They had the tee box, so they both dropped it in the drink.
Ooh.
Okay?
Ouch.
So that means the green is wide open. Okay?
Easy pickings.
Here's a time to make a lot up on the
Yes.
score type thing.
It was like 154 yards last night.
Yeah, it was easy.
Not terribly long.
Simple shot, right? Simple shot. Neither Scott nor I got to the bottom of the gully, okay, which comes right off the tee box and goes straight down. I mean, you could pick the thing up, okay, and basically just roll it off of the tee box, and it would get to the bottom of the gully, okay? And you wouldn't even have to throw it very hard, okay?
Yep.
Neither one of us were there, so we're lying 135 yards from the pin at that point in time, okay? Yeah.
On a hill.
On a hill.
Yeah.
On a, not a good shot. We had those all night long. There were just, I got into a bunker last night, and I got into the bunker twice. The first time I got out and was 5 feet away. Had a really nice bunker shot.
Very nice.
Feeling good. Next hole, I got in the bunker. But this time, there was like somebody had carved out a cup, okay? And I'm laying in the cup, okay, on the bunker, okay, in the bunker. And so it's higher. The ball is basically, you can't see the top of
down
the ball.
Below the sand.
Okay, and it's not like it's plugged. It's in a
like
cup.
Somebody stepped in it.
Exactly. It looked like somebody just hollowed the whole thing out and put it in the bottom. Okay. And I still got out relatively well. So I was relatively happy with that. But I was, again, had taken that extra shot, and I'd been that extra shot to get into the trap extra shot, okay? So that was, I think, the snowman hole, we called that one, because it was one of those holes. But it you have those. It was okay. The people were friendly. The beer was cold.
Yep.
But all four of us played real crummy golf last night, and it was a relatively even match. Scotty said the score wasn't all that bad. They won. They beat us, but it was 9-6, I think, is what he said the score was. So it wasn't all that horrible, but it wasn't all that good.
Just so Scotty knows, we played an uncle-nephew team.
Okay, all right.
From Napoleon, and I had not met them. And it was a fun night. Great guys. It was a pretty even match too, because their low guy was I want to say he was a 6 handicap.
Okay.
I think Jen has me on the card right now as 4.
Okay.
And Christopher was a 14, and the other Chris Clark was, I want to say he was a 12. So it was, pretty. But unfortunately, their low handicapper, their 6 handicapper, I believe he shot a 48 last night.
Okay, all right.
So it does happen.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And I did not. I kind of muddled about, never made a putt, and just had a bogey here and there. And I think I finished up with a 40.
There you go. Did you get it closest to the pin last night? Were you closest to the pin
I
on that
wrote
one?
my name on
I saw your name on one of them. That's why I'm asking.
But it wasn't really close.
Okay.
Like it was. I think we were the first group through that actually hit the green.
Okay.
So
I
you
don't
Clark
expect
and those guys
coming through.
Clark will
later,
have written his name on it for sure.
Yeah, he's he writes his name on it whether he hits the shot or not. I've learned that's the banker in him. He likes to sign things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just there's something to sign. I'll sign it.
I'll
sure.
put it there. Yeah, heck, I better put that stick back in the ground now. I think I've come to that point because he's always on one.
Oh yeah.
They just never.
Some guys rise to the occasion.
Yeah, and he does.
And I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, if any of us are an A player and have an opportunity to play on a Sunday afternoon, it would be DC. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But again, he's the only guy I know that plays more golf than you do.
Oh,
so at that point in time, he's a banker.
When I go to the golf course and I see Dan Clark every time I go to the golf course, and I'm not there every day, so it's just, these could be random times.
Heck yeah.
That makes me think
it does.
He's at the golf course every day.
I think he is, and he keeps telling you about this COVID thing. I've been so busy with this COVID thing. Okay, and I think the only part that he
is that a code word for something?
I think so. The only part of the COVID thing he adheres to is he gets outside and plays golf because he's allowed to do that.
That's
so he's
true.
He's out there.
Yeah, social distance.
That's it. And I think he's taking advantage of that right now. I'm more than happy to talk to you about that loan, Jeff, but we're going to have to do it out on Eagle Rock. We're going to do it over here.
Now, why do I get this feeling, this overwhelming feeling right now that Phil is going to call?
Let's hope Phil's working today.
Phil was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
I'm not sure why he was sticking up for DC.
I don't either.
But he was a really nice guy.
He's got to be a relative of DC's. I think I think that's our key. I think Phil. Yeah, it wasn't Phil Mickelson. That's for sure.
No, it didn't have he sounded a little weak.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it
Phil
was a different
very,
Phil.
very robust.
Yeah,
and that was a little timid.
I think that was Phil Clark. That's the DC's cousin or somebody that called in last week and was trying to somehow sway
it's always good to have somebody in your corner.
It is, man. It is.
Yeah, we all need that.
We all do. There's no doubt about that. Hey, it's almost 10 till 11, and I know you've got a busy day, so you better get yourself out of here.
Big holiday weekend this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
I hope everybody gets to get out and have fun. The main stops are ready for you. So we are fully stocked. We've got trucks coming in every day.
Yeah.
This is one of the big weekends of the year for all convenience stores.
Heck yeah.
And so we're ready for it. The Make It Count program, if you are a Make It Count member, check your app. They've got, I think July 4th, they've got extra points for you. If you stop in at the store, buy anything inside, use your Make It Count card.
Yeah.
There's new specials. Check out the app. It'll tell you. But you're also getting bonus points.
Okay.
Towards more gas or whatever it is that you signed up for, Target gift cards, whatever.
Yeah.
So the Make It Count is a very good idea this weekend.
I'll tell you what, it was a great idea this last month because I got 2 tanks full of gas that both had 10 cents a gallon off of.
Perfect.
So that was really nice too.
Perfect.
So that is a great card to have. It is a great. I don't have a card. Is there a card per se?
Can you get a card if you want it, but
okay.
Honestly, the app is better than the card.
Sure. So if I want to buy something though in a main stop, I've always wanted to ask you that question. I walk in and I want to buy the 2 candy bars that they have as a special at that point in time.
Always, whether you're buying the special or not.
Yeah.
And you buy anything at a main stop.
Okay.
Always put your member number in.
Okay.
Because you get bonus points for buying stuff inside the store, no matter what you buy.
So,
and then if you buy something that is actually on their list of things that you're getting extra points for, then that's over and above.
Okay, all right.
So you get credit for every visit inside a store just by using your Make It Count. And so you'd walk up to the counter and say, "Hey, I want to use my Make It Count."
Yep.
There's a little button on the little screen where you put your card.
Yep.
Put your Make It Count in, number in, just like you do at the pump.
Okay, all right. And
boom.
That answered the question because it's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful card. And I'm sure a number of people are going to have to swing by the main stop to get ready for the weekend and then get restocked for the weekend as the weekend goes on.
Weather's going to be perfect. I mean, this is middle of summer. It's going to be 90 degrees.
Yeah. It is.
Should be able to do anything you want to do this weekend.
Time to get out and stretch your legs a little bit and go by and see everybody at the main stop. My buddy Kenny's coming in from Green Bay. They're on their way back to Green Bay. So I believe you're going to get you're going to get a guy going in today to get some coffee. Awesome. He's wanted to swing by and taste test the main stop coffee for 79 cents. He's going to
like it.
So I believe Kenny will be in your place sometime right after lunch today for a main stop coffee.
Man.
And then on his way out to my place today. How's that?
If I knew when he was going to be there, I'd go buy him his first main
stop.
Oh
my gosh. There you go. Well, don't do that. He's going back to Green Bay, so he's not going to be
he's not going to be a permanent customer.
No, I don't do that. And he's got tons of money. Kenny's a multi-millionaire.
All right. Well,
and he's listening right now probably too. We're driving on his way back up here, so don't do that.
Well, Kenny, let me know what you think of the coffee.
There you go.
And we could work. I haven't thought about this, but in this new COVID era, you know, the restaurants had to redesign how they go to market, and so now a lot of them do takeout.
Yes.
So I don't know. We could ship main stop coffee maybe. I
have to work
on that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to work on it. But if he really likes it,
yeah,
and I know there's a possibility of a market.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I'm telling you, he would be happy to help you open up that first main stop up there in Green Bay, which would not make you unhappy.
No, it wouldn't. If we could get it real close to Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
Oh, then we could. This would be a plan to work on.
You would have to make a half a dozen stops or so every year during the fall to make sure that.
I think in the fall, I'd probably have to run it myself.
I think you probably would too. Talking about running, man, run yourself the heck out of here.
I will.
Have a great weekend.
Happy 4th, Jim.
Yeah, you too, Jeff. And always good having you. Don't forget, today is Thirsty Thursday around all the main stops. 79 cents gets you a big coffee, cappuccino, or fountain drink. Grab the big one all day long. See you, Jeffrey.
See you, Jim.